I owe a lot of where I am now because of my parents, because they didn't come from much. We were pretty impoverished when we were in Vietnam, so for them to find a way to like bring us over to the States and kind of give us a better lifestyle, like much better than what they had. So I think the only reason why I'm able to pursue what I love so much is because they kind of made all these sacrifices so that I could go to college, get to do what I want to do. So yeah, because I was in the States, I grew up really loving anime, like how Miyazaki's work. So I just love how he captures innocence and just that beauty of life. So I grew up on that, and Sailor Moon and all those other animes as well. So that made me want to draw more. After high school, I went to Savannah College of Art and Design and studied illustration. And that was just such an amazing community to be part of. So after that, I got into fine art and then started doing more with illustration. And yeah, that's where I am now. I think it's so much easier to be an artist because of social media and because of like the internet. Post your work online and have it spread across other countries, and you get immediate feedback, people commenting and telling you either it's a critique or it's encouraging words. So I think that makes it easier to be an artist. Like, oh, okay, I'm doing something whenever somebody tells me, like they like this or they like that. So it's very, encourages me to keep going at it. So I think that's that's definitely the best part about being an artist right now. And the Hayao Miyazaki films like Nausicaa, Spirit Away, Laputa. I have a parent that is dealing with mental illness, and I think a lot of my drawn to painting these kind of melancholic paintings, partially influenced by kind of growing up and seeing someone you love kind of deal with this crazy illness. I would tell my younger self to chill out, because I think I forgot, why I made art. Because especially when I was in school, it's just like, oh, school, 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 school. It was always like doing the best work, and I was always afraid of making mistakes and things like that. So I would definitely tell myself to just chill out and let it be more natural. I'll figure things out, sooner or later. You don't have to put a lot of yourself in each work, but I think it's important to have a personal narrative. Just everyone has like something to say. It definitely shines when you put a little bit of yourself in it. It just makes it more wholesome and authentic. It depends if it's because sometimes it's for commercial illustration, so it's more about what the story that I'm illustrating. But if it's like a more personal piece for a gallery show, it's odd. I think I kind of zone out, or I'll think about other things. I'm not quite thinking about the painting because I've already planned everything. I do most of the thinking during like the sketching and the concept phase, but when it's the actual painting, it becomes more technical. For the most part, painting, I just kind of zone out to whatever audiobook I'm listening to. With gallery work, there's definitely a lot more artistic freedom. So I really can paint whatever I want. So it's really a bit more enjoyable because I don't have to change anything at the end. I love editorial and commercial illustration because I get to work with an art director and I get, that person's critique on how to make my work better. So I like that. But there is certain projects where I have to kind of, it's about pleasing the client, not so much as my vision for it. I had that big problem especially when I was in school, and I remember, freaking out because it was, the last year of my BFA, and like, I don't really have a style. I'm never gonna get hired, So yeah, I was definitely there before, and I think style is kind of that thing where it doesn't just come to people. I think they have to go find it. It's all about experimenting. So what I did was I just emulated a lot of different artists just to see how they problem solved. From there, I just started finding little things that worked for me, and I just came out with my own style just from working at it over and over again. So I don't think schools should pressure you so much to like, you have to find your style now, because I think it makes students more pressured. They cringe up more. So I think they just keep working at it, and it just comes to you. I would definitely say that doesn't go away. I don't know if I have advice for students that are struggling with that. I think you just learn to embrace it more when you get older and you start working in the industry for over the years. I know a few veteran artists that kind of been working in the industry for at least 20 years that still have that struggle. There are exceptions, but it's just you learn to deal with it better.